Good start to that first quarter. Defensively, it seems like you guys were doing a better job as the quarter went on.
Well, we lost Shamit there a couple times. That's probably the one thing that we didn't do as well. I thought we protected the paint on some of those rolls and were able to get back the shooters and make it tough. But you know, you can't leave those guys. Those guys are they're dead eyes when they get it open.
You got to be happy with the start you've seen so far with getting Smart back and obviously Kemba Walker as well. Two guys that seem to kind of be a barometer for how your team plays.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're obviously really good players. We haven't had this group on the court very often. Until Smart gets off this minutes restriction, we probably won't have, you know, our core group on the court as much as we'd like. But it is nice to have everybody back.
That is Brad Stevens, 8th year with Boston after a very successful run at Butler 10, and he will be on a minutes restriction. As he said, they're going to be watching those minutes coming off the bench tonight. But you do see a lot of promise with this Celtics team as they get their pieces together, and I think Brad's trying to build towards that as you get towards the postseason. As Williams here's Joe Harris. Nothing for him. Joe Harris hasn't gotten loose yet. He's missed his three-point attempts. Harden, little head bob, gets a call right there.
And partner, that play right there was made by James Harden. It doesn't seem like much, but he kicks the ball ahead, which puts Boston in the rotation. And then when the ball comes back, he's got Williams on him 25 feet from the basket. And so just by kicking the ball ahead, forcing rotation creates an opportunity for Harden there to attack.
First one down for Harden. A reminder that for a limited time now, you can catch NBA games on all your favorite devices for free. NBA League Pass. Don't wait. The trial ends on Saturday. Great way to follow the league. Had 2 games last night. Full slate of games tonight, resuming regular season play after the All-Star break. Great to have it back. Now we're going to get into the stretch run. You have the trade deadline coming up. There's going to be a lot going on with the NBA as we approach the playoffs. As Jeff Teague, the backup point guard, is fouled on his way.
What checked out mentally, especially on the extended break, and you know, you kind of want to just hit the reset button. And I think everybody is excited to get back, but now you just got to get back in the routine. And sometimes that takes a little bit of time, especially when you look at both these teams. So many different was trying to clear some space.
Here's Green on a setup from Harden. Knocked it down. James Harden, the NBA leader in assists, finds Jeff Green wide open in the corner.
And partner, it's kind of funny, right? James Harden's led the league in assists, but we never really talked a lot about his ability to pass the basketball. And I think it's being highlighted a little bit more now on this team with all this firepower. And you look up and he's the one at the helm of this ship.
Led the league in assists back in the 16-17 season and is doing it again here on the break. Goes Jason Tatum, scores easily. Relatively quiet night thus far for Tatum. Just his second made basket. Joe Harris said of James Harden, he's the best passer I've ever played with. How about this passing hole? Nicholas Claxton fires it down the hole. Great ball movement from the Nets there. Tatum cashes in with a three-pointer.
Yeah, right back at you, Jason Tatum. But, you know, Joe Harris, he's telling the truth. But James Harden is truly a special passer. Basketball is right on top of it.
Brooklyn with 7 turnovers. Boston's turned into 8 points. Ooh, fortunate bounce, and Tristan Thompson able to stuff it home.
One thing both teams are doing a good job of, when they set screens, they are diving hard to the basket, knowing that that switch is coming. And both break. Looks like he just stayed in Brooklyn and worked on his game, because he has come out smoking here in this first half.
Kyrie Irving working on Teague, elevates and scores. Kyrie from Brooklyn, Greg, defensively, not what we've seen thus far. Maybe as a playoff team with all their pieces, as Teague hits a 3.
and not on that possession. But, you know, they've got to become good situationally. And by that, I mean is you're not going to look at them defensively at the end of the season and see a team in the top 10. But you've never really had the kind of firepower that this group had. Going to be a problem in that Eastern Conference just because of how good they are on that end.
#1 offensive rating in the league. There goes Brown, misses again. His struggles continue. Harris tied it with a 3. Now Harden trying to give the Nets the lead. That's a block.
Charge call, and goes against Kemba and the Celtics.
First one's down for Harden. And a reminder from Brooklyn tonight, the NBA on TNT. Brought to you by American Express. Support a local restaurant tonight. Order in, help out, and shop small. And by Microsoft Teams, where there's a team, there's a way. James Harden in double figures. He's made all 5 of his free throws just far. He's just given Brooklyn the lead, and now they're 11 in this first half.
And Brooklyn just continues to compete, and their defense really is giving them a chance here in this second quarter.
Marcus 5 for 16 from behind the arc, 31%. Irving for 3. Cash money. Kyrie Irving taking over with
Point lead.
Remember, Kyrie Irving 37 against Boston on Christmas Day. His first matchup against his old team. Celtics got to get Tatum and Brown going. Tatum with another miss. They're both struggling right now. Brown, little misguided pass on the ground. The 2 Browns, and ends up in the hands of Walker. Nice recovery for Boston. Marcus Smart for 3. Short. Tice rebound, and he's fouled. Tyler Johnson with a smart foul there on Daniel Tice. That'll send Tice to the line to shoot a pair. Those are the numbers this year for Tice, averaging a little over 9 a game, 5 rebounds, plays about 24 minutes a game. Interesting, he only played 7 minutes in Boston's last game, which was last Thursday against Toronto. Got the first early run, then we really didn't see much of him after that. There's a big man weave going with Brad Stevens, Greg, and Tice and Tristan Thompson and Robert Williams, still trying to find the right combos on a particular night.
Yeah, and it's been a challenge for them in terms of that rotation to get the consistency that they want. And all 3 of those guys ultimately are going to have to play and play well in order for this Celtics team to get where they want to go.
Shannon. No. The follow. No. Jordan keeps it alive again. A 3rd chance for the Nets. Irving up top, and Jordan couldn't get a leap off as Brown was defending. In transition, Tice misses a layup. Bodies fall. Tice is down on the other end. Kyrie Irving sets up Brown. Oh, what a block by Marcus Smart. Johnson for